Morning all, how's it going? Well, the big news today is the Donalds got the Rona. You know what they were going to come out with straight away, right? The tolerant left. We've seen how tolerant they've been when they've been twatting old women in the face with a brick for the last fucking 4 years. They're only tolerant when they're winning. Reminds me of football hooligans. They're in a good mood. They're in a good mood when their team wins, and they'll shake your hand and buy you a pint and say, look mate. But then all the media go, wow, the England fans have turned over a new leaf. Look at them. They won in France the other day and they didn't smash Paris up. They were best friends with everyone. There was no bother at all. They've turned over a new leaf. Good old England. And then they lose fucking 3-0 to the Germans, and the next thing everyone's getting fucking battered. They are the irate football hooligans after a bad game. The tolerant left are tolerant when they win. When they lose, they want everyone to die. This story's a former Hillary Clinton spokesman says she hopes Donald Trump dies after he contracts COVID-19. Tolerant. She said the diagnosis rules. I fucking hate the way young people talk. It's like everyone's in an episode of Bill and Ted. Far out, dude. A former spokesman for Hillary Clinton said she hopes he dies after learning that he's contracted COVID-19. Zara Rahim said, it's been against my moral identity to tweet this for the last 4 years, but I hope he dies. Yeah, of course it is. Of course it's against your moral identity. Yeah, fuck it. Don't listen to what they say. Watch what they do. She's one of these people who go on about how moral she is constantly. But then, I am against it, but I hope he dies. It's like a fucking male feminist who goes on about how he's all for women's rights, and then the next thing he gets caught fisting a teenage girl he's got chained to the radiator in his fucking basement. Don't listen to what they tell you. Watch what they do. She also posted a selfie with a smile in saying, this fucking rules. Great. Yeah. Tolerant. The thing is, right, this is going to make my point. If you don't know this, Donald Trump, 74 years old. 74 years old and obese, right? So 2 high-risk categories there. He's probably got high blood pressure as well, so there's 3. I guarantee he's going to be fine. Guarantee it. Because he's walking about and he's talking and he's alright. He's not in a wheelchair, triple fucked. I.e. suffering from 3 comorbidities. So he'll be fine. He'll be fine. Everyone's flipping out about it. He'll be totally fucking right as rain in 2 weeks' time. Guarantee it. Which is proof, right? Surely, it backs up my point. All these fucking wimps going on about it. The fact that he's going to be alright, and I'll put any money on it. If you send this video to any of your friends, any of your lefty chums, I will take bets. I've got a couple of grand spare. I'll take them off anyone. Any bets, I'll meet them. Even money. I'll have a bet with anyone that Trump survives this, because I've seen the numbers and I've crunched the numbers, which is what I discussed yesterday. I've seen the figures. It's not that dangerous, especially if you're under about 80 and you haven't got any comorbidities. If he was in a wheelchair, Stephen Hawking on stage, which is basically Biden, which at this point, right? If he was as old and fragile and brittle as, if he was brittle Biden, then maybe I wouldn't be so confident putting my money where my mouth is. But I'll take all comers. Send this to your mates, tell them I'll have fucking 20 quid with anyone. Because it's not that dangerous. If you crunch the numbers, instead of being an absolute pissant and shitting yourself every morning, hiding in your cupboard as soon as you read about a fucking virus, well then you're aware of the fact that it's not that dangerous. Especially if you've got all your faculties and you're not fucking diabetic and you haven't got bollock cancer or whatever it is, he's going to be fine. He's going to be fine. So unfortunately, for the nice tolerant lefty, Zara Rahim, he's not going to snuff it. I guarantee it. I'll have a bet with her. Fuck it. Tweet her. I'll tweet her. Anything else interesting to talk about today? Oh yeah, this was good. UK's chief scientific advisor has 600 grand shareholding in firm contracted to develop vaccines. Funny that, innit? Weird. Almost like some people could say that that's a conflict of interest, maybe. Maybe that's why the fucking government's locking everybody in their houses constantly, even when it's not that dangerous. Because maybe some of them have got a financial incentive to ensure everybody gets it. Because if you've been locked in the pub, people like me that are sceptical, they know this. They know normal blokes are going to go, I'm not getting a fucking shitty vaccine. Fuck it, it's not that dangerous. I don't need it. Oh yeah, how about we lock you in the house for 6 months, ban you from the fucking pub for half a year, stop you going to watch the football, stop you going to watch the kids play football. fuck your life up, make you miserable as fuck, and then when you're miserable as fuck, you'll go on there and stick it in me, you cunt. The vaccine, not your cock, not your cock. It would take far more than 6 months locked out away from the pub for me to let Patrick Vallant bounce on my shit locker. Thank you very much. But it's in the Telegraph. GlaxoSmithKline and drugs multinational Sanofi agreed a deal with the UK government to supply it with up to 60 million doses of the vaccine. It has a similar deal with the US government for 100 million, and according to an investigation published today, Sir Patrick, who also chairs the government's expert advisory panel, holds a deferred bonus of 43,000 shares in GSK worth 600k from his time as president of the drugs company. Indeed, he's already cashed in more than 5 million worth, which he received from the company during his tenure when he became the government's chief scientific officer. Accounts show he held 404,000 when he left, 6.1 million quid. So he's got more money than he knows what to do with, but he needs more because he's a politician. That's it. It doesn't matter how much money they've got, they want more, don't they? Like Tony Bastard Blair, Scrooge McDuck, swimming in his coin vault, and he'd still sell his granny for £1. That's the type of people who we like to lead us in Britain. Upper crust wankers with no morals whatsoever. Anyway, I haven't got too much to talk about today. I just thought that was funny, and I want to put my motherfucking money where my motherfucking mouth is. Hope everyone's doing well. I'll hopefully try and get on the stream again. Maybe tomorrow I'll do that. And I'll see you guys Sunday for my weekly news roundup. Thanks for listening. See you guys soon. Cheers.